All right, his name is Joseph Ricardo Cruz Brown from Obregon. As he said, Joseph Cruz.
Yeah, that was going to be a little tough pronouncing all four names.
Tough dude from Obregon. We've seen him a few times.
Been a pro since 2019.
He's only 25 years old. He's got 27 fights.
He's got 105 rounds under his belt. So he's a seasoned pro. And these are the kind of fighters guys like Juan Estrada has to fight to move up that next rung.
And it could be dangerous for Estrada if he's not on his point.
Fighting out of the red corner, Juan Estrada Jr.
From the Phoenix area.
Tulsa, Arizona.
Yeah. Fought on a Golden Boy show last year. I like him, youngster.
Has a family nickname called Meter Bomb.
Yeah. You see the tail of the tape for this one. It's Joseph Cruz with the reach advantage.
And Estrada a little bit heavier, and I think he's a little bit heavier handed.
All right, Long Beach, here we go. This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division, presented by DMG Boxing and Fightbook. Our sponsor for this bout is Casa Mexico. Our judges scoring ringside are Ron Scott Stevens, Fernando Villarreal, and Dr. Lou Moret. Our referee in charge, Ivan Guillermo. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 128.6 pounds. Holding a professional record, 12 wins, 15 defeats, 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Ciudad Obregón, Sonora, Mexico, this is Joseph Ricardo Cruz Brown. And his opponent, fighting out over the red corner, weighing in at 130.6 pounds, holding a professional record, 5 wins, no defeats, and 2 draws. 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Tolleson, Arizona, please welcome Juan Estrada Jr.
Referee Ivan Guillermo to give instructions.
Juan, Joseph, you both received the instructions in the locker room. Los dos recibieron sus instrucciones en sus cuartos. So I'm going to let you work to right about here. I'm going to let you work to right about here, okay? We got 6 rounds, 6 rounds. Suerte. Good luck.
All right, we get ready to go. Ivan Guillermo, Ron Rabinovich, Fernando Villarreal, Lou Moret, the judges for this one. This was scheduled for 6 rounds. This would be a really good test for Juan Estrada Jr. Interesting that his management decided to go up against a fighter like Joseph Cruz, who has 27 pro fights.
And that's usually what you see when a fighter's not maybe 8 or 9-0, not necessarily 5-0. But Estrada had those 2 draws.
That's another thing. He has the 2 draws against guys who were not on his level, Mike. Very, very curious. When I saw this fight on the ledger, I mean, I'm like, really? You're that confident in your youngster Estrada, who's 20 years old, to go up as a guy who has that many rounds and also has no fear, because Joseph Cruz, we've seen him, will take fights on last minute. This one, he had a couple weeks to prepare. And when I talked to him yesterday at the weigh-in, he said, oh, I am getting the upset. That's how confident he was.
Yeah, and I think he definitely kind of looked when that maybe Estrada tried to go down to Mexico to get himself a couple of wins, and he came away with 2 draws against guys with not very impressive records. And if you look at the resume of Cruz, he's fought some guys with some impressive records. He hasn't always won, but he's at least fought them.
There's been a couple fights, Mike, that I worked for Cruz where I thought he got the win, but coming in with the ugly record, coming in with nobody on his side, you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. You're not going to get the side on the judges, but he is a tough out, and also, Mike, a taller fighter.
a la Brandon Valdez in our
Perfect.
first fight.
Yep. Great call.
So sometimes I hate to say it, but sometimes, you know, and judges are human. You know, sometimes maybe they think who's supposed to win. I'm not going to speak for them, but I've been around in boxing enough and I've seen it enough, just like yourself.
Yeah, and I like Estrada. I mentioned worked his Golden Boy show that he had last year. A tough out, but good attitude, good approach. But we'll see what he's all about tonight. Because, hey, you want to test your fighter, but you're going to test him early.
And here's the thing, for that many fights, Cruz is only 25.
Yes.
And I've seen fighters somehow find some success when the things start working for them, and maybe they've had kind of an upside down career.
Well, also remember the Mexican fighters, if you don't have the money behind you, you're turning pro at 16. So the amateur background isn't there for you because you're fighting and
you're learning on the job.
And what happened for Cruz in 2019? He turned pro, got knocked out. Second fight, got lost, and he's been a B-side his entire career.
Well, he lost 4 of his first 6 fights.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's win one, lose one.
And yeah, Golden Boy has used him for tough opponents. He gave good rounds that Joel Diaz trained Leo Sanchez, the bazooka.
Yes.
That with the distance.
He's got a nice, long, rangy jab. I think geography, meaning the geography in the ring is gonna tell a lot about this fight, is who can establish that geography and where they want to be and be most effective.
Everybody that Cruz has lost to, Joe, Mike, has been to an undefeated fighter.
Yeah, he's, like you said, nobody's done him any favors. There's been no cupcakes in his basket.
Yeah, the only difference was Kenneth Taylor, who had 14-4. But that guy was 14-4.
I mean, there you go, 14-4. They didn't bring Cruz in to win that fight, that's for sure.
No.
And a little bit of action here. Both guys exchanging jabs. They weren't super busy with the jab. I don't think anybody threw a double jab. And both guys kind of feigning, trying to get to their left hook. And if you're a fighter from Mexico, you're going to throw a left hook. And both guys exchanged some left hooks. Tough round to score. It was a very even round. I think if you look for ring geography, you'd probably have to give that round to Estrada. As I see my good friend Francisco Espinosa, Frank, working the cuts, but
is he doing cuts tonight?
He's doing cuts, but he's also part of the management team.
Oh, I see him now. Yeah, so Frank Espinosa, Sergio Diaz, Romel Caballero in the corner of Estrada. And for Joseph Ricardo Cruz Brown, he's got Oscar Alvarez, father and son. They call it the Jaguar team. So look at Obregón. That's a tough place. That's where Chavez was born before he went to Culiacan.
Is that the same as the Jaguar team?
And City Salido from Obregón. You fight your way out of that area.
I still have nightmares. He fought my guy El Bandido, Francisco Vargas, in the fight of the year.
Oh, yeah, I worked that one. What an amazing show.
They just had their the fight anniversary fight of the year on HBO. It was a draw. And I always tell people it was the hardest I ever worked in a professional prize fight.
Bloody, oh.
My God. Salido knows every trick in the book. Not only when he hits you with his hands, he's hitting you with his forehead, his elbows.
And all at the same time.
Vargas was cut on both eyes, swollen on both eyes after the 3rd round. Good left hook to the
shot.
body.
There it is from Cruz.
It even caused Estrada to take a deep breath. You know, Cruz is different than a lot of your typical Mexican fighters because of his height. He's going to work off the jab a little more, but he still wings that left hook to the body, you know, a little bit like Tommy Hearns used to.
And also Cruz went up in weight. Usually he's fighting around the 26 division, but this one they agreed to at 30, but he came in under at 128.
Okay.
Just those rugged Mexican fighters that don't respect you. They don't care about your undefeated record or about how your team has T-shirts and you have a logo. They will just, because these guys, this is how they eat, literally.
Absolutely, and a good body shot.
Yep.
After Estrada had backed him into the ropes, but he really didn't do nothing with it. The only thing I don't like that Cruz does when he gets back on the rope, he stands a little tall and he becomes a bigger target. I like that reach around the elbow body shot. And this fight's going to heat up, Beto.
The Niederbaum in black and purple.
You can tell that Cruz is looking to get that left hook.
Chuy Beltran, Ezekiel Flores coming up next, and still got Steven Navarro, top-ranked prospect, to come.
Good action round right now. Both guys doing some good work. Estrada maybe just a little bit busier. I think Cruz is the heavier puncher. I had mentioned earlier that Estrada was. I think just at passing the eye test, I think Cruz is the harder puncher. Beto, the jab now is not more to land. The jab more now is just to get in position. And we close the round. Both guys having some good exchanges. Estrada a little bit busier and probably won this round on points. We take a look at some action. A little overhead action. Great job by our camera crew. Move to the corner. You got Cruz against the ropes. We just got pelted with ice. I don't know if that was intentional or there was a little mishap in the corner. But there's Estrada with Cruz against the ropes. You see Cruz getting a little bit high, making himself a bigger target. He seems to be content with that right now. Let's see how that plays dividends in his next few rounds. Round 3 coming up.
As they drop all the ice right in front of us, I had to yell at these people. The corner of Joseph Cruz, as they had the ice bag, but the Ziploc was open, and they put it on his neck, and all the ice came out of it.
Yeah, and Inspector Byron Woods was not real happy about that.
Me, landed all over me.
I don't think he was worried about. I don't think he was worried about you.
Somebody should care about us.
Good
And make sure you
exchange.
tip the fighters at millions.co, millions.co. DMG Boxing at Thunder Studios in Long Beach, California. Beto Duran, Mike Rodriguez, Rolando Nichols, our producer director, running the show tonight. Everybody doing a great job. Our 5th bout of the night. 13 scheduled here for you.
And Estrada's starting to warm up a little bit. He's getting a little bit more pinpoint with his punching and starting to punch with a little bit more purpose. And remember I said that geography was going to be a big thing in this fight. And he has, so far, he has won that department. I just don't like how Cruz backs straight up. Being a taller fighter, he's just a bigger target.
That's part of the reason why he has 15 losses. You can find him.
It doesn't seem to bother him, but it doesn't make for effect on his part, so he can score effectively. Good jab of the body. I love a good jab, a range finder to the body. You anchor that back foot, and you could really do some damage as Cruz tries to work underneath with those body shots.
And again, credit to the Estrada management team taking this fight with the veteran fighter, because sometimes when you're 5-0, you just want those easy touches. This is not an easy touch.
No, and I think when coming up, they thought maybe they might have that so that he could have been 7-0 and things didn't go as planned in Mexico. So now he's got a little bit margin for error, but he can make up a lot for those 2 draws with a good win against a good veteran like this. And sometimes that record is deceiving because Cruz is a good, solid, professional prize fighter. Like you said, this is how he makes his living.
Well, and guarantee you Cruz has a fight lined up late December. Like, have gloves, we'll travel, we'll go. I don't care what your record is. I will sign on the line as soon as they offer the contract.
And he just landed probably his 2 best punches of the fight, a left hook to the body and a right hand.
And look at that nice left hook again.
And that's what he's looking for. Good overhand right as they exchange right hands. Now, if you notice, Cruz is not accepting going back to the ropes, even though he's back there now. For a few seconds, he tried to fight for that middle of the ring. The one thing Estrada may want to do is not square up so much on the inside.
Stop.
through 3 rounds here at the Thunder Studios, DMG Boxing. Round 4 coming up. Juan Estrada Jr. in the purple trunks. Joseph
he's
Cruz
working, yeah.
in the red and the black.
All right, so if you're Estrada's corner, what are you telling him, Mike, as we head to the 4th round?
Well, he did a good job in that round. He's being a little bit busier, but if you notice the first few seconds of this round and the last minute of the last round, he's taken some good, clean shots, and I don't know if Cruz is starting to warm up and find his range, and Cruz is really looking for that left hook, especially that left hook down low. The one thing that Cruz is starting to inch for, he's starting to turn Estrada just a little bit, where before he was going straight back into the rope, so maybe he saw something. Good left uppercut by Estrada, Good body shot. Both guys have not ignored the body. We've seen that in our last 2 fights.
Now, Cruz doesn't have the knockout power. He has 7 stoppages. That was early on against guys who were going to go down. So he's going to wear you out. He's going to give you the scheduled 6 rounds, but he's trying to grind it out. Is Estrada able to handle with them? We're going to find that out, because this is a tough test for the 20-year-old from the Arizona.
And I think in a 6-round fight, he will be able to. It's very manageable, but as you can see, Cruz is starting to land a few more punches. I'm not saying he's getting the better of it, but he is landing a few more punches.
But is he doing enough to get the judges' side?
I think from his standpoint, he kind of already knows he's probably already going in with a 10-9 deficit.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think that affects him too much.
But you got to do something to separate yourself, and neither fighter is doing that so far.
Yeah, absolutely. He loves that left hook to the body, and I can't be mad at him. I think if he tries to turn Estrada here, he might have a little bit better success. For a tall guy, he doesn't fight in range very much. He really likes it on the inside.
That's remember Ray Vargas would do that, right?
Absolutely.
Tall guy who just loved to stay in the middle.
Yes.
For no reason. Sebastian Fundora for no reason.
Yeah, if you see him, you think this guy's Fundora's 6'6". He's going to stay on the outside. No, he's not. The pace is slowed down just a hair, and I think that's actually better to Cruz's liking. But he gets in trouble when he just backs straight up in the ropes, when he gives Estrada that. Because what he does, he allows Estrada to set his feet and work both hands. It's very subtle, Beto, but Cruz is getting a little bit closer to him with his hands.
Cruz, Estrada, as the 4th round winds down, scheduled for 6. DMG Promotions.
Good right hand.
Thunder Studio in Long Beach, California.
We go to some action. Nice left uppercut by Estrada. Cruz tries to pay him back in kind, and Estrada works the body. Cruz content to go back to those ropes. Estrada's punches don't seem to be bothering him in the power department. He's getting outpointed, but I really think he's really trying to get to that left hook. Good bit of action those first 4 rounds, 2 rounds left.
So we expected grinding kind of fight, and that's what we're getting. Big test for the 20-year-old Juan Estrada Jr.
It is a good test. I like the fight.
But is he passing the test?
You know what? I think he's doing good enough.
Okay.
Obviously, he's going to have to step his game up as the competition gets tougher. But I think with, you know, just 5 wins and those 2 draws, he's doing well. He works hard. He's not a big puncher.
No, neither of these guys are. But if you want to be elite, you want to step it up, you got to get through guys like Cruz.
And he's undefeated, so there's a lot to be said there, and he's working hard.
He's controlling. He's being the ring general, it looks like.
And yeah, that's that ring generalship, and he's being just a little bit busier.
But yeah, as we're in the 5th round, is it enough, though? You know, you want to win convincingly. You want to have people watch you again.
Right, and it's an exciting fight in the sense that there's action. It's not very dramatic, but Cruz, like you said, has 27 professional fights. He knows how to move around in that ring. He knows where he wants to be. It had always been successful for him, but tonight he's not under a lot of duress.
Good body shot from Estrada. Before that, he countered nicely. He's boxing nicely as a young man in purple and black.
Yeah, and he's getting, for every 5 that he lands, Cruz is only coming back with 1 or 2. Good body work right there.
Yep. Well, 1-2 from Estrada.
Try to flatten those tires.
Yeah, he's picking up the pace here in round number 5 as we approach a minute to go.
And I can actually see it. A little bit of give in Cruz as far as in the fatigue factor, just a little bit.
Yeah, he's not first this round.
And he's doing a little bit less defensively, where he's just content going back to the ropes, where before he was trying to fight off those ropes. Right now he's not really throwing a lot of punches.
And this is where Estrada should just jump on him, right? Close the round convincingly.
Yeah, I think he's being a little bit measured. He's smart. He's fighting a smart fight. He's, it's not a showstopper. But, maybe this is just who he is, and there's nothing wrong with that. He works good underneath. Doesn't get hit a ton. He's a workman-like fighter, not super heavy-handed. And he's doing just enough to win these rounds. Good jab, good 1-2 to close the round for Estrada. As we head to round number 6, the 6th and final round. And we go to some action here. You see a good left hook as Cruz bounces off the ropes by Estrada, keeps pushing him back, controlling the range. Cruz seems content just to kind of stand tall on those ropes, and so far it hasn't boded very well for him. Estrada has done a really good job with body shots underneath. He's been smothering a lot of Cruz's work inside, even though Cruz does manage to land some stuff underneath, but it hasn't been enough of a sustained attack for him to win these rounds.
The 6th and final round coming your way from DMG Promotions in Long Beach.
Suerte.
Ivan Guillermo, the referee. Simple. Suerte. Good luck. Good, tough fight.
All of our fights have been tough.
Yeah, good matchmaking.
Yes.
Who's in charge of it?
I think a guy named Ray Alcorta. I want to thank my broadcast partner for...
Yeah, I'm going to give you a gift, my man, for your pocket square.
My pocket square.
You're looking smooth right now, Mike Rodriguez. Make sure you follow the DMG social media account for all the behind-the-scenes action. Stuff from the locker rooms, also videos of training camps and what the fighters go through. It's always a good time to see what they're up to.
Beto's got my pocket square game. He just stepped it up for me.
Oh, yeah. We're on fire here.
That's what a good friend does.
And right now we need to see Estrada pull away.
I mean, he's definitely done enough to win this decision. I think he would be, and his folks would be even more happy, if he could close the show. But he hasn't really hurt Cruz with anything that gives me that indication.
No, not at all. But you want to see the development of a youngster who's 20 years old against that rugged veteran. I mean, he's going to go back and say, I hope I never see a guy like Cruz ever again.
But the thing is, he probably will.
Yes.
At some point when he's had 11 or 12 wins, he's probably going to see a guy that's like 16-5. A guy similar to a Brandon Valdez.
Yeah. Good shot landed there.
And you can tell Cruz is a little tired now.
Yeah.
I think if this fight was going to go 8 rounds, he may get the stoppage. He's working.
Yep. This is where Estrada's pulling away. This is what we wanted to see from him early on. Took him a little bit longer to figure it out, but he's doing it in the 6th round as we approach a minute to go in the fight.
Where before, Cruz was throwing some shots that could get Estrada off him a little bit. He's no longer doing that, and his punches now are just kind of slapping. And you can see his default button.
And he's against the ropes.
It's immediately going back to the ropes. He's not even trying to come forward. It's just straight back. Anything that Estrada does, Cruz goes back to the ropes.
Chuy Beltran, Ezekiel Flores coming up next. Still got Steven Navarro, Tatum Beltran, Eric Mondragon, DMG Promotions in Long Beach. A lot of action on a Friday night.
Lots of action. It's been a really good round from Estrada. He's going to be, him and his folks are going to be, people are going to be real happy about what they saw as he closes the show in the 6th and final round. He looked just as good in the 6th round as he did in the 1st, as he throws a good combination of 1-2s as he backs Cruz up against the ropes.
That'll do it. 6 good rounds between Estrada and Cruz. That's what you want to see. The 20-year-old looks like he did enough to get the victory. We'll see what the judges have to say as we go to the scorecards.
And I know you mentioned it a couple of times. He is only 20.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're talking about a kid or a guy that's 27, 28 years old.
Not only 20.
The good old days, Beto.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to take on somebody like that. So it'll be Ron Rabinovitz, Fernando Villarreal, and Lou Moret, Dr. Lou Moret. The judges for this one.
Kind of a 7th inning stretch for us over here a little bit.
No, this is only the 3rd. There's 13 fights here, so DMG Promotions gives the fans their money's worth. It's a standing room only here inside Thunder Studios. A great facility for boxing here in Southern California.
What I love about these fights is you have so many different fans from different fight camps.
Yep.
Different t-shirts. The fans really have a connection, you know, to the fighters fighting here today.
Absolutely.
They're getting ready to come to the center of the ring.
All right, our ring announcer, Cam.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Ron Scott Stevens scores it 59-55. Fernando Villarreal scores it 60-54. And Dr. Lou Moret scores it 60-54. All for your winner, by way of unanimous decision, Juan Estrada Jr.
So the 20-year-old from Arizona gets win number 6, sweeps the scorecards, and it was rather easy as 2 judges had it a shutout for Estrada Jr. So good quality work, good adventure, good opportunity for him to get the rounds that he needed, but it wasn't easy. It looked easy on the scorecard, but it wasn't easy at all. Look at the highlights.
Both guys stayed busy, as you can see. But the difference in this fight was Cruz up against the ropes. Estrada's volume punching. And it was a good win for a 20-year-old. Stays undefeated, 6 wins, 2 draws. And for Cruz, he didn't get knocked out. And like Beto said earlier, he's probably going to fight again next month. He's a pro's pro. Cruz did some good work early, but it just wasn't enough. Even if he did do some good work, he pretty much lost every round.